Okay, as I kind of mentioned in the last video, my B example for example 3 is going to look a little bit different. Instead of just doing another application, I have 4 different situations here on the left side and 4 different equations here on the right, and we're going to match which situation matches each equation. So same skills as example 3 where we're modeling, but kind of thinking a different way about it. My first example, we buy 50 mice, and then every month the population increases by 15%. Let's think about what our A value would be and what R would look like. So again, I'm going to rewrite up here my modeling, my exponential form, and what it looks like when we are modeling. Y equals A times 1 plus R to the x power. Remember that A tells us our start value. In this case, we buy 50 mice. So that kind of answers our question for us, I guess. But let's think about what R would be also. So every month the population increases by 15%. So that tells us as a whole, this 1 plus R, my B value, should be more than 1 because my population is increasing. And then by 15%, well, 15% written as a decimal. Move your decimal point 2 places. 1, 2 is 0.15. So I'm looking for the equation that has A is 50 and R is 0.15. A is 50, R is 0.15. That matches up right here. Okay, and then this one, instead of just leaving it as 1 plus 0.15, you can actually do that addition and get 1.15 here. My next situation, you have 1 pound of dog food. Your dog eats a quarter of it the next day, and each day afterward, the dog eats a quarter of what is left. First of all, in this situation, let's think about, would we have exponential growth or decay? Well, the amount of dog food is decreasing, so that's decay. And then what would our percentage be? So if the dog eats a quarter of it, it's decreasing by a fourth. A fourth is what percent? Well, 25%. We have a 25% decrease. And 25% as a decimal, move your decimal point 2 places, is 0.25. Again, we started off with 1 pound. So where do we have 1 is our A value and 0.25 is our value for R. Right here. And as you can see in your equation, my B value here, the 0.75, it's less than 1. So that matches up with our decrease, that it should be exponential decay. And if we take 1 minus 0.25, that gives us the 0.75 we see in our equation. There's our 1, and then R is negative 0.25 since it's exponential decay, equals 0.75. Okay, next we get a job paying $8 an hour. Every year the salary increases 5% to keep up with the cost of living. Well, increases 5%, we have exponential growth. 5% is 0.05. That's right here. We have A is our original value. We start getting paid $8 an hour, and then it increases by 0.05. And then finally, we have one equation left. This guy up here. Your savings account holds $300. For all accounts under $1,000, the bank charges a fee of 2% per each month. Ouch. 2%, we're losing money. So we should have a negative value for R. And 2% would be 0.02. 300 is our start value. 1 minus, again, we have a negative R value because it's decreasing. 0.02 is our 2%.